example, I'm going to show you how to find the surface area of this 3D shape. The first thing we need to do is split the front face, which is like a backwards L shape, into two separate rectangles. I'm going to split it this way. Okay, then I'm going to use different colour highlighters to represent the parts that I'm talking about. So I'm going to start off with this top face over here. Okay. And I'm going to work my way around to find the area of each rectangle. Okay, so this top part here, I need to first of all figure out what this length is. If this whole length is 23 centimeters, and then this length over here is 14 centimeters, I can do 23 subtract 14 to figure this length out, and that's going to give us 9 centimeters. Then I need this length here. That length is going to be the same as this length here. So this is 50 centimeters. So the area of the face with the red dot is 50 multiplied by 9. It's going to give us 450 centimeters squared. I'm going to just highlight that so I know at the end which values that I need to add together. Okay, I'm going to continue to work my way around, and I'm going to now focus on this green rectangle here. Okay, this green rectangle, I need to figure out this height here. Well, if this whole height here is 15 and this one is 5, which means this is 5, which means this is also 5. So this length here that remains is 15 subtract 5, which is 10. Then I need this length here, which is the same as a previous length of the length of the previous rectangle, which is 50 centimeters. So the area of that is 500 centimeters squared. And I'm going to highlight it so I don't forget to add it at the end. Okay, moving on then to this rectangle here, the yellow one. Okay, so this rectangle here has a width of 14 times by, again, a length of 5. And if you calculate 14 multiplied by 50, that's going to give us 700 centimeters squared. Moving on then to the orange rectangle. Oops, forgot to highlight the previous area. Okay, moving on to the orange rectangle, I am going to have a length of 50 multiplied by a height of 5. That's going to give us 250 centimeters squared. Okay, let's now move on to this rectangle here that I've split the original one into. Okay, this one here has, this length is 9, I worked that out earlier. And this height is 15 subtract 5, which is 10. So this rectangle here has an area of 90 centimeters squared. And then finally, let's choose a purple, this one here. This rectangle has a height of 5 and a length of 23. And the area of that rectangle is going to give us 115 centimeters squared. Okay, I've now worked with all the faces that I can see, but you also need to remember that we have a face looking in this direction, which is actually the same as the total of the blue and the purple. So to work out the area of this, I can add these two together, and that would give me the area of this. We then also have the face looking on this direction here, and we also have the base of the shape. Now the face looking in from this direction is a big rectangle that has a height of 15 and a length of 50. So I'm going to work that out as an additional here. So these are the faces that we can't see, but they are still there. So I'm going to call this the side, this arrow here. That's a big rectangle, height of 15, length of 50. And if you multiply 15 by 50, that's going to give us 750. I'm going to highlight that so I don't forget to add it. I'm going to now talk about the back, which is this arrow here, which is actually the same as this one and this one added together. So I can add the blue, 90, to 115. And if you add those two together, that's going to give the area of the back here. So that's going to be 205 centimetres squared, because I've added 90 and 115 together. And then finally, we have the base. This one, as if you're looking this way, is another rectangle. It has a length of 50 and a width of 23. If you multiply 50 by 23, we get 1,150 centimetres squared. Okay, now your final step then is to add all of the areas that we can see in yellow. I'm going to do that using a calculator now. So I'm going to write just underneath here, total surface area, and use a calculator to add those values up. Got 450 plus 500 plus 700. Total surface area is 4,210 centimetres squared.